Okay, in this lesson, we're going to focus on how to get the help you need, but only when the time comes. The right time is when you fully understand all the components of your business, when you have had enough time to internalize all of your processes. You will know when you reach this step because you will feel confident in your business and your ability to produce a 5-star superhost experience with any property. And then it's really time for you to scale, but you kind of got to understand everything first. Like I said, it's hard to explain things to people and to get people to do what you want when you don't even know what you want because you haven't done it yourself first. You got to do it yourself first, and then you know what you want, and then you know how to tell other people what it is that you want. So when the time is right and it's time to hire help, one of the best ways to do this is using a virtual assistant or a VA, as more commonly referred to. A virtual assistant is someone who works remotely for a great rate, usually $4 to $5 an hour, and can take on any of the work that you're currently doing. They are very competent and professional, and you can train them to do anything for you. There's an unlimited number of VAs out there all over the world, which means that you have 24/7 coverage, and you can utilize them for a unit or property anywhere in the world. You can find multilingual VAs if you're in another country with your BNBs, and they're going to operate the same exact way. Whatever you're looking for, they're worldwide, they're multilingual, they can do any job that you basically train them for. And we actually give you a lot of the materials to provide to them so they know what the job description is and they know what to expect for their job. But we'll get into that in a second. For me, the virtual assistant is best for standard guest communication and handling check-in and check-out. They only get paid when they're working, so you don't have to worry about getting charged for 8 hours a day. If they work a total of 10 hours for the whole week communicating with the guests, then they're only making money for those hours that they were physically doing the work. The website I use for this is called Upwork.com. It's what's on this screen behind me. They do a great job, and one of the best parts is they record all of their hours so you can prove when they were and were not working in case you ever need that. Upwork is basically like a Craigslist for VAs. You can post a job up, upload a job description and a standard operating procedures, and have people apply to work for you through the website. We include, for your benefit, a typed out job description for you to post the job, and we also include the standard operating procedures manual for when you hire somebody. So we're going to give you the job description to get them in. And then once they're in, we give you the standard operating procedures so they know how to do it. Our standard operating procedures are very, very thorough, but please make sure you review them and add or remove as you feel necessary. Your process is not going to be the same exact process of mine. Of course, you can always go the route of hiring an actual assistant or some communications manager as well. The downside of that is they will be significantly more expensive, they will be more time consuming to set up, and it will remove some of the freedoms you have in terms of operating this business anywhere in the world from a computer or a phone. As I've said many, many times throughout this course, there is no one right way to do this. I often have a desire to have an office completely staffed with sales, HR, a brick and mortar, everything like that. It will create a better sense of community and synchronicity in my business. I like the office environment, and I believe it creates really good results from people, and you can build a community there. They feel more at home, and they feel like they're part of something, and that sense of belonging to something bigger was what will allow the other people to grow your business for you. A VA will most likely never go super above and beyond to the point where you feel like they can make this job the purpose of their life as you could an actual employee who's coming into an office. And again, as Henry Ford said for the third time in this course, you build the people and the people build the business. And you can build people much better in an office environment where they're there 24/7. I see this as more beneficial when you're really properly scaled. For now, with under 100 units in the portfolio, it can be much more convenient and cost effective just to utilize VAs. If you start getting really massive and you can afford to hire a 24/7 salesperson to come in every day and do nothing but sales and contact new people, and you can hire your operations staff to manage all the guest communication, then it might be worth it. But in order to make it worth it, you need to fill up 40 hours a week of someone's job. Otherwise, you're going to be paying them just to spend time there. That's the good thing about the VAs. You can only pay them when they do the job. So like I said, if they go and answer a message here, it takes 10 minutes, that's 10 minutes you're paying them for. Throughout the whole week, it gets tallied up. It's like 10, 12, 15 hours, something like that. However, if you hire someone in the office, it's going to be 40 hours a week that you have to pay for. You need to have the volume to support that. If they're there for 40 hours a week, you need to have basically at least 100 units. So they're always on top of communication for all those people. It's a full-time job at that point that they need to be on top of. So it's really more something that's When you're farther scaled out to do an office, if you're someone like me, I want the freedoms right now. Right now, I want the freedoms, not in the future. I may want to do an office in the future, but right now, I want the freedoms. I like to live the lifestyle that I want to live, and I like building this from anywhere in the world. There are some things that a VA cannot do, though. The VA cannot assemble furniture or fix repairs or anything, and that's just for starters. They can, however, use the methods that I'm about to go over on your behalf. As I mentioned, one of the three key people you need to have is a handyman, and you will need this person, even if it's just for launching your new unit. This is the one thing you can absolutely count on needing is in-person physical help. I can't really stress this enough. You will need boots on the ground for many, many reasons. It's best not to wonder about all the reasons. I could list 1,000 hypotheticals, but you should just only focus on the fact that you will need someone to help you with in-person tasks. So where can we go to find this help? A great place to look for that help is Craigslist. Craigslist has hundreds of handymen for sale or for work for sale. They have hundreds of handymen for hire, and you can find almost anyone to help you with any job on this platform. And you can, of course, post a custom job for whatever it is that you want, or your local VA can create this job and post it for you and vet them out for you. I expect most people are familiar with Craigslist, so I will make the recommendation and I'll leave it at that before going, so I'm not going into the specifics of how to operate Craigslist. It's not a Craigslist course. A more professional service, which I previously recommended, is handy.com. It's basically an Airbnb, DoorDash, TaskRabbit for handymen. We already went over this. Briefly, I'll explain it now just because you're here and listening to it. It's an online service that contracts handymen for you. They have a ton of handyman services, and if you simply follow the steps and fill in what it is you're looking for, they'll give you a quote. Job automatically gets assigned, and they send out a handyman for that price. It does not really get much easier than this. It's user-friendly, it's reasonably priced, and it's everywhere in the United States. I'm unsure about outside the country, but I'm pretty sure the service or services like this exist everywhere in the entire world. You can literally start, furnish, and decorate a unit, set up the lockbox, the keys, anything like that with this service. And the best part about it is your VA can do this for you if you train them to. This is why I said you want to make sure you understand the processes first. You understand that you need to contract a handyman, he needs to assemble the furniture, he needs to decorate, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. But we put that together, we give it to the VA, we say, hey, this is your task, and they will go and do it for them for $4 to $5 an hour, literally completely hands off for you. If you get lucky at all, whoever that VA is may want to take on a more serious role with you as things start getting serious. Maybe they'll start coming up with ideas for you. Maybe they'll start helping your business, and who knows where the relationship could go from there. But VAs are awesome. They really help, and I can't recommend them enough. So we're looking behind here. This is Upwork right now. You can see you can find talent, post a job, buy a job, look for existing people marketing their jobs. Super, super easy workout or website to work up. You can see it's literally recommended or trusted by Airbnb has teamed up with these guys because they know that people who do Airbnb use virtual assistants a lot, and virtual assistants are very, very successful. If you just go in here and you type in Airbnb, look at all these different people. These are people looking for full-time jobs, it looks like. Obviously, they're not getting paid $120 an hour, but this is someone, if you wanted to help find someone to find and research investments for you, this is someone who for $120 an hour is going to find all the units that you want for you. I don't know how effective she is. I don't know if she's any good. 3K plus earned. I mean, I guess that means she spent some time for other people. Not really sure, but my point is there's a ton of people already advertising their jobs here. A ton of people already advertising their jobs here specifically for Airbnb. These are all, like I said, much more. These people are people applying for, consultant, content writers. They're getting a little crazy here. We're not hiring anybody like this who's charging freaking $240, $88 an hour. They're off their rockers. We're going to post a job for, like I said, $4 to $5 an hour, and someone's going to come in and earn it. Listen, they might not be in the United States. They may be someone who lives in the Philippines, and $4 to $5 an hour is a lot of money for them, but it doesn't matter because they speak English. They're highly competent people. They're just in a different country where the money that's not a lot of money for you is a ton of money for them, and that's a win-win. They're making a lot of money for their area, and you're making a really good price for your area. So It's really a win-win. We will go over, click below and you'll see the standard operating procedures and the manual that I provided. The one is the job description. You're going to post that up, and that's going to basically be what you use to get people to apply for your job. And then once you have people applied for your job and it's no longer about the job description, they understand the job description. Now you're giving them a standard operating procedures. The standard operating procedures is literally everything that you could do about the business. The one I'm going to give you is a little bit brief, a little bit general, because obviously it's going to be different for every property. There's going to be different things they need to do for every property. If it's in a high rise, if it's in a single family, if it's a freaking shed or tiny home or cabin, I don't know what it's going to be, but they're going to be a little bit different for everyone. So make sure you go in, make these your own, and tailor it to really get the most out of your virtual assistant. The one I gave you should be, plenty to get them in and get them started. They're going to be monitoring guest communication. They're going to be looking for ways to increase the systems. We'll ask them on a weekly basis, hey, what kind of automated messages can we add in here to make things go smoother? And they'll be able to tell us, because we're going to tell them up front, hey, once a week, I'm going to be asking you for insights on how to make this better. And if you tell them that up front, then every week they're going to give you insights on how to make this better. They're going to say, hey, this client reached out about this. I think we should include an automated message about this specific area. This way they don't have to worry about it and we don't have to say that again. So really endless possibilities here with the virtual assistant. They're fantastic. They can help you with graphic design. They can help you with your logo. They can help you with your branding. They can help you with the communication. They can help you with hiring VAs, hiring cleaners. They can help you with hiring VAs. They're going to help you with hiring handymans or hiring cleaners. They're probably not going to help you outsource their own work, obviously. But you guys get where I'm going with this. So best ways to get help is a virtual assistant. It's cost effective. It is easy. It's manageable. And it gives you the freedom that you need to operate this business from anywhere in the world, have properties anywhere in the world, and have 24/7 customer support. You can hire someone in America. You can hire someone in China. Person in China can take the midnight bookings, or if you have places in different time zones. What I'm saying is you can hire different VAs to cover different time zones and to cover different times. So you will literally be 100% customer service 100% of the time. Huge, guys, huge. See you guys in the weekly calls where I'm sure we'll be discussing a lot of this work, and see you guys in the next lesson.